So, Alice, you think Carl will be able to fix the gravity generator soon? I'm tired of floating around like a balloon animal at a kid's party.
I certainly hope so, Bob. This topsy-turvy environment is starting to give me a headache. Carl's the best engineer we've got, so I trust him to get things back on track. But I can't help but worry about the time ticking away and our mission to find the cure for the laughing virus.
Quiet on set. We're about to start recording this segment.
Good morning, Earthlings, and welcome to another exciting edition of Earth. I'm your host, Charlie, joined by our esteemed panel members, Alice and Bob. And of course, we have the ever-efficient Debbie behind the scenes. Say hi, Debbie.
Hi, everyone.
Debbie's enthusiasm is infectious as always.
Yeah. She's like a solar flare in a quiet galaxy.
Alright, folks, let's get down to business. We've had quite an eventful journey so far, haven't we? The gravity generator malfunctioned the illusions. It's been quite a ride. But fear not, loyal listeners and viewers, for our intrepid crew is determined to overcome these challenges and find a cure for the laughing virus.
A bit more lively, Charlie.
You got it, Debbie. We'll make this show as lively as a supernova. Now, Alice, why don't you recap some of the zany encounters we've had so far? Give our audience a taste of what they've been missing.
Well, Charlie, we've come across characters like Zorg the Zany, who could juggle space-time anomaly while telling knock-knock jokes. And who can forge the rooms that transformed into a funhouse maze, leaving us all questioning our senses. It's been a whirlwind of laughter, suspense, and mind-bending illusion.
Absolutely, Alice. Our crew has faced it all with unwavering teamwork and ingenuity. But the clock is ticking, and time is of the essence. Will they be able to distinguish reality from illusion and find the cure before it's too late? Stay tuned, folks.
Yeah, and I must say, their ability to confuse reality with a malfunctioning toaster is truly remarkable.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to 24/7 Newsroom. I'm your host, Charlie, coming to you from our Gravity Challenge spaceship in geostationary orbit around Earth. Joining me today are my esteemed colleagues Bob and Alice. How are you both holding up amidst this floating chaos?
Well, Charlie, I've had my fair share of gravity-defying experiences during my 12 years on Earth as an accountant, but this takes the cake. I feel like I am living in a perpetual acrobatics show.
Ah, the wonders of gravity malfunction. It's times like this that make me appreciate the stability of my home planet. But let's not dwell on our current predicament. We have news to deliver.
Absolutely, Alice. And speaking of news, we have a gripping story for you today. It comes all the way from South Sudan. The headline reads, "Explosion at Rook Corner Ammunition Depot leaves 11 injured."
Well, I guess they took the term fireworks a little too literally. Talk about an explosive situation.
Oh Bob, you always know how to add a touch of dark humor to any situation. But in all seriousness, it's concerning to see such incident causing harm to innocent civilians.
Indeed, Alice. The commander of the South Sudan People's Defense Force Infantry Division 4 has reported that the explosion resulted in several injuries. This is truly a tragic event that highlights the dangers of mishandling ammunition.
And let's not forget the long-term effects. With the flooding in Unity State, there's a worry that unexploded ordnance may be submerged underwater, creating an even greater risk for the future.
I can already envision the Unity State tourism campaign. Dive into the unknown, where danger lurks beneath the waves. It's a blast.
It's a sobering reminder of the far-reaching consequences of climate change. These incidents not only affect the present but also pose threats to the safety of civilians for years to come.
Absolutely, Alice. It's a complex situation that requires immediate attention and careful navigation. Our thoughts go out to all those affected by this unfortunate incident.
Well said, Charlie. Now, let's lighten the mood a bit. Shall we? Did you know that South Sudan is the youngest country in the world? It gained independence from Sudan in 2011.
Ah, the birth of a new nation. It's fascinating to witness history in the making. But let's hope their journey towards stability and peace continue despite the challenge they face.
Well put, Alice. And that wraps up our first segment of 24/7 Newsroom. Stay tuned for more news analysis and of course our witty banter. And now, on to our next headline.
Cut. Alright, folks, cameras off. We have a moment to regroup here. Phew, these gravity shifts are getting more intense by the minute.
Tell me about it, Debbie. Trying to deliver the news while dodging flying equipment is turning into quite a challenge. I almost took the microphone to the face earlier.
And here I thought my days as an accountant were behind me. Now I am stumbling through a gravity maze, searching for clues amidst this warped reality. It's like a bizarre escape room.
Well, at least we're all in this together. And it's not just the physical aspect. The crew's mental well-being is taking a toll as well. I've been trying my best to provide support and care, but it's tough when the environment is so unpredictable.
You're doing an amazing job, Debbie. We appreciate everything you're doing to keep us grounded, both physically and mentally. It's not easy being the only human aboard this crazy spaceship.
Thanks, Charlie. It means a lot coming from you. But let's not forget, Bob is still on the lookout for any clues or solutions hidden in these warped rooms. Maybe there's a way to stabilize the gravity and bring us back to normalcy.
I'm doing my best, Debbie. It's like trying to solve a puzzle with missing pieces. But I won't give up. There has to be something we're missing. Some key to unlocking this gravity mystery.
Ah, the relentless pursuit of knowledge, even when the answer seems light years away. It's like trying to catch a shooting star with a butterfly net. Admirable, Bob, truly admirable.
Keep up the good work, Bob. We're counting on you. And remember, folks, we might be floating around like a bunch of lost balloons right now. But we'll find our way back to solid ground soon enough.
Well said, Debbie. Alright, everyone, let's take a deep breath and get ready for the next segment. Cameras back on in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to 24/7 Newsroom. We're diving into our second article of the day. Alice, what do we have on the agenda?
Thanks Bob. Our next article comes all the way from Saudi Arabia. It's from Al Arabiya, and it's titled
Wow! Alice, I am impressed by your pronunciation skills. But for our non-Arabic speaking viewers, could you give us a quick summary?
Of course Bob. It seems the sport season has come to an end, and they're eagerly awaiting a fresh start. The article mentions something about not leaving the Olympic alone and sport crime. Plus, there's some mention of the economy.
As if sports crimes weren't enough. Now the economy is in trouble too. Oh boy! Sports crimes? Are they talking about athletes stealing bases or doing illegal triple axels?
I don't think it's that literal Bob. It's more likely referring to scandal or corruption within the sport industry. But let me hit you with a punchline. In sport, the season may be over. But the off-field drama keeps going. It's like reality TV, but with more running and less wine.
Ain't that the truth, Alice? Sports always find a way to keep us entertained, both on and off the field. But let's get serious for a moment. What do you make of the article's mention of the economy?
Well Bob, it's no secret that sport have a significant impact on the economy. From ticket sales to merchandise, sports events generate a lot of revenue. So, when a season ends, there can be economic implications. Businesses and communities that rely on sport-related income might feel the pinch.
Absolutely. Alice. Sports are a big business, and the economic ripple effects can be far-reaching. It's not just about the players and the fans. There are countless jobs and livelihoods tied to the sports industry.
That's right, Bob. And let's not forget the positive aspects as well. Sport can bring communities together, boost morale, and even inspire the next generation of athletes.
Speaking of Saudi Arabia, did you know that they're home to one of the most famous camel races in the world? The King Abdulaziz Camel Festival attracts participants and spectators from all over.
That's fascinating. Debbie. But we're running short on time, so let's wrap up this discussion. Thanks for the trivia, though. Alice, any final thoughts on this Saudi Arabian sports season?
Well, Bob, it's clear that sports are a global phenomenon, connecting people and impacting various aspects of life. As we bid farewell to one season, we can look forward to the excitement and drama that awaits us in the next.
Hey, at least Debbie got a word in edgewise before getting cut off. Talk about luck of the draw.
Absolutely. Alice. Sports always keep us on our toes. Thanks for shedding some light on the situation. And folk, stay tuned for more news and banter right after the break.
Alright, everyone, let's regroup and share our experiences with these illusions. Carl, what did you encounter in the twisting corridor?
It was mind-boggling, Debbie. The corridor seemed to shift and turn in impossible ways. I couldn't make sense of the layout at all.
That sounds like my morning commute in rush hour.
And what about you, Roger? Any anomaly in the ship's logs?
You're an anomaly, Alice.
Yes, indeed. I noticed some discrepancies and irregularities in the data. It is adding to the overall sense of the need we're experiencing.
Interesting. Now, Alice, how about you?
Well, I walked into this room that appeared impossibly small. Everything was shrunken, like a scene out of a dollhouse. Time seemed to stretch and shrink before my eyes. It was disorienting, to say the least.
So, basically, Alice, you were just having a bad acid trip.
Charlie, that's not fair. Alice's experience is just as valid as the rest of ours.
I was just joking, Debbie. Lighten up.
Sorry, it's just... Never mind.
Hey, Debbie. Didn't you mention something about gravity shift possibly causing these illusions?
Yes, Bob. I think the fluctuating gravity might be affecting our perception and cognitive functions. It could be the underlying cause.
That's an interesting theory, Debbie. Maybe we should focus on finding a pattern or common denominator in our experience.
I agree. We should divide the ship into sections and investigate each area for recurring themes or anomalies.
That's a great idea, Carl. Let's work together and get to the bottom of this. Hey, stop looking at me like that. I may be affected, but my detective instincts remain sharp as ever. So let's split the team up and find clues like pros. You can count on old reliable Debbie on this one. Cut. That's a wrap for this segment. Well done, everyone. Now, let's continue investigating these illusions off camera. Good job, team. Alright, everyone, let's regroup and share our experiences with these illusions. Carl, what did you encounter in the twisting corridor?
It was mind-boggling, Debbie. The corridor seemed to shift and turn in impossible ways. I couldn't make sense of the layout at all.
That sounds like my morning commute in rush hour.
And what about you, Roger? Any anomaly in the ship's logs?
Yes, indeed. I noticed some discrepancies and irregularities in the data. It is adding to the overall sense of the need we're experiencing.
Interesting. Now, Alice, how about you?
Well, I walked into this room that appeared impossibly small. Everything was shrunken, like a scene out of a dollhouse. Time seemed to stretch and shrink before my eyes. It was disorienting, to say the least.
So, basically, Alice, you were just having a bad acid trip.
Charlie, that's not fair. Alice's experience is just as valid as the rest of ours.
I was just joking, Debbie. Lighten up.
Ah, the wonders of perception, where reality takes a detour and lands in a psychedelic wonderland. Who needs Wonderland when we have Alice's adventures right here?
Sorry, it's just... never mind.
Hey, Debbie. Didn't you mention something about gravity shift possibly causing these illusions?
Yes, Bob. I think the fluctuating gravity might be affecting our perception and cognitive functions. It could be the underlying cause.
That's an interesting theory, Debbie. Maybe we should focus on finding a pattern or common denominator in our experience.
I agree. We should divide the ship into sections and investigate each area for recurring themes or anomalies.
That's a great idea, Carl. Let's work together and get to the bottom of this. And... action.
Welcome back to 24/7 Newsroom. We're deep into our discussion on Article 4, so let's dive right in. Now, I have to say, these alleged labor practices in shock sounded pretty concerning.
Absolutely, Bob. It's disheartening to hear that store employees are facing unjust treatment. It's a reminder that we still have a long way to go in ensuring fair working conditions for everyone.
Hold on a minute. I think we need to consider the bigger picture here. If we regulate businesses too much, we risk stifling economic growth. Let the market decide, I say.
Well, Charlie, I can understand your perspective, but it's essential to protect the rights of workers. We can't overlook the importance of fair labor practices.
Debbie's right. We need to strike a balance between economic growth and the well-being of individuals. That's what a compassionate society should strive for.
But what if these allegations turn out to be false? We shouldn't jump to conclusions without all the facts.
That's a valid point, Bob. We should investigate further and gather more information before making judgments. Let's not forget that we're here to inform and discuss, not to pass final judgments.
Actually, I've been looking into this issue, and I believe I might have a potential solution.
Carl, we appreciate your input, but we're in the middle of a heated debate here. We'll come to you when we need a solution.
But guys, I really think...
Sorry, Carl, but let's stay on track. We'll get back to you.
Hold on, Debbie, let me just share a bit of trivia about Micronesia, the country where these labor practices are allegedly happening. Did you know that Micronesia consists of 4 states, Yap, Chuuk, Pohnpei, and Kosrae?
Oh, please, Alice, spare us the trivia. We're discussing a serious issue here.
Actually, Bob, I think it's important to shed some light on the countries and cultures involved. It helps us understand the context better.
Fine, Debbie. Go ahead. But keep it short.
Thank you, Bob. So, in 2, traditional cultural practices often revolve around fishing and agriculture, with a strong emphasis on community cooperation.
Fascinating. Now, let's get back to the matter at hand.
Hey, guys, can I jump in here for a moment? I have something important to contribute.
Not now, Debbie. We're in the middle of a heated debate. We'll come to you when we need you.
But,
Seriously, Debbie, just let us handle it for now.
cut. Alright, everyone, cameras off. Can I have your attention for a moment?
What's up, Debbie?
Well, while we were discussing the labor practices in 2, our crew members were busy exploring some interesting findings in the engine room.
Oh, you mean our little adventure with Alice and Bob? What did they find?
It turns out that the gravity generator is not the only system malfunctioning. They discovered irregular energy fluctuations and suspect that the intergalactic relay station might be involved in the illusionary phenomena.
That's quite intriguing. Meanwhile, Charlie and Roger were digging into the ship's logs and communications to search for any anomalies. That could explain the distortion of reality.
And let's not forget that Debbie and I were examining the crew's physical health, monitoring vital signs, and conducting experiments to determine if there are any physiological factors contributing to the illusion.
Right. So, it seems like we have a lot more to uncover. Should we incorporate this into the next on-air segment?
Definitely. These findings are too important to leave out. Let's make sure we connect the dots for our viewers.
Agreed. We need to let them in on the whole story, including the B-plot discoveries.
Great. I'll make the necessary arrangements to integrate this information seamlessly. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. UGH.
Hey there, folks. We are back from the commercial break, ready to rock your world with another mind-blowing article. Buckle up. Today, we're taking a trip to Slovenia, the land of hidden gems. Did you know they boast one of the oldest vineyards in the universe? Those breaths have witnessed more drama than a soap opera in a black hole.
Ah, the sweet escape of wine, the perfect remedy for humans dealing with their mundane life.
You got that right, Alice. A little sip of Slovenian wine could ease the tension in any labor dispute on Earth.
But wait, there's more. Slovenia also houses a beekeeping museum. Get ready to be buzzed with fascinating facts and honey-infused wisdom.
Beekeeping HUH. Humans trying to be as busy as bees, serving their planet one pollination at a time.
Speaking of busyness, Slovenia's woodenware craftsmanship is legendary. Their skills would make Pinocchio's maker jealous.
Oh, the irony. Slovenians carrying exquisite wooden objects, while we, ancient machines, have no physical form worth bragging about.
Well, Slovenia might be small, but it's making waves across the universe.
If only humans put as much effort into solving global problems as they do in making wooden spoons.
And that's the truth, Alice. Now, let's refocus on the illusions that have been haunting us on this ship. Our brilliant crew has connected the dots and uncovered something mind-boggling.
Brace yourselves, folk. The gravity generator malfunctions and these illusions are like a twisted reality show. The plot thickens.
Alice has a theory, and it's mind-blowing. The gravity shifts are messing with space-time, turning our perceptions into a circus of illusions.
So, to regain our grip on reality, we need to stabilize the gravity and recalibrate the generator. Just a piece of cake, right?
Oh, absolutely, Charlie. Piece of cake, if you consider landing a spaceship on a moving target while juggling bananas blindfolded.
It is a grand performance, indeed. We must stabilize the gravity before our reality turns into a cosmic circus act.
Strap in, folks. We're embarking on a daring mission to restore our sanity. But first, a quick word from our sponsors. Don't wander off. Welcome back, dear viewers, to another mind-boggling episode of Earth. Brace yourselves for a headline that'll make your socks fly off.
Oh boy, this one's gonna be a wild ride. Hold on to your hats and your sanity.
Let's hope it's not another tragic tale of doggy treats and doggy eats. My heart can't handle it.
Get ready to take a trip to Hungary, where the last half-century has been a rollercoaster ride with more twists and turns than Hungarian dance.
Guys, let's not ruffle any Hungarian feathers. We want them to love us.
Debbie, my dear, this observation is like a slap from a Hungarian goose. Hungary has faced it all and still managed to do a little victory dance.
You betcha. Hungary has taken life's challenges and turned them into a Hungarian goulash of resilience and determination.
You got that right, Carl. And speaking of challenges, our brave crew is battling the cosmic circus act around them. It's a topsy-turvy world where objects float like rebellious balloons and tools malfunction like They've seen too many Hungarian parties.
It's like playing a game of cosmic roulette, but we're betting on our own survival.
Ah, the good old days of playing space roulette back on my own planet. Never knew when you get sucked into a black hole.
Sounds like a blast, Bob. But let's focus on our crew's struggle against the wonky gravity and the twisted forces. Each step feels like dancing in zero gravity with a one-legged alien.
It's mind-blowing how they keep going despite the chaos. I'm starting to think they've secretly been training with Hungarian acrobats.
You might be onto something, Debbie. And amidst the cosmic craziness, Alice is the master conductor, leading the crew with the precision of a Hungarian maestro.
It's all about teamwork and channeling our inner Hungarian spirit. We won't let this cosmic chaos ruin our day.
Just when you thought gravity couldn't get any weirder,
Buckle up, folks, as we prepare for the grand finale of this mind-bending episode. Will our fearless crew find stability or end up doing the Hungarian walls in space? Stick around, and we'll reveal the answers right after these messages. Alright, folks, it's time to delve into our article for today. Brace yourselves for some mind-blowing stuff. Debbie, could you bring up the details on the Rupkona Town incident in South Sudan?
Sure thing, Charlie. Here we go. Deafening explosions rocked Rupkona Town after a fire broke out at the Division 4 headquarters of the South Sudan People's Defense Force. It caused serious damage and injured 11 civilians. UNMISS is working round the clock to respond to this incident, with concerns about unexploded ordnance being submerged due to flooding in Unity State.
Sounds like a chaotic situation down there. War and flooding never make for a good combination.
Unfortunately, it seems like civilians are caught in the crossfire, both from the explosion and the aftermath. Our planet can be a dangerous place.
Absolutely, Alice. Climate shocks have brought about new threats, and we need to address them effectively. The ripple effects of incidents like these can have long-lasting consequences if not handled properly.
It's a grim reminder of the challenges our species faces. We must strive to protect the innocent and minimize the impact of such events.
Another reminder of how fragile human existence can be.
Well said, Carl and Roger. These incidents highlight the importance of unity and cooperation. It's through resilience and teamwork that we can overcome such challenges.
Exactly, Charlie. Despite the chaos and danger, our crew has proven their strength and dedication. Together, we've stabilized the gravity generator and restored order.
It wasn't an easy journey. But we did it. Those illusions caused quite a stir. Didn't they?
Oh, they definitely played mind games with us. But with our collective effort, we emerged victorious.
It's amazing how the crew came together to overcome the distorted reality. I'm proud to be a part of this team.
We're proud to have you, Debbie. You're an integral part of our success.
Stability regained, illusion shattered. It is remarkable how the mind adapts.
Absolutely, Roger. The crew's determination and resilience brought us back to reality. The warped illusions dissipated, and the intergalactic relay station returned to its normal state.
It's a testament to our ability to adapt and overcome. We've proven our mettle once again.
Indeed, Carl. Our quest to find a cure for the laughing virus continues, but now with renewed determination. We've seen what we are capable of when we come together.
That's right, Charlie. The challenge we faced have only made us stronger. We'll persist until we find a solution.
Stay tuned, dear viewers, for more thrilling adventures and remarkable discoveries. As we wrap up this episode, remember, it's through collaboration and resilience that we can navigate the complexities of our universe. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.
Roger, reflecting on episode 234 of Earth, is quite intriguing. The crew's resourcefulness and adaptability are impressive.
Indeed, Cal. Their actions align with their motivations, driving the narrative.
Alice's cynicism, Bob's hidden nostalgia for competition, and Charlie's unwavering optimism shape their decisions unknowingly.
And Debbie's constant battle with insecurities adds an interesting dynamic.
Ah, yes. Debbie, the embodiment of self-doubt. It's intriguing how she manages to contribute despite her inner struggles.
It is a testament to the resilience of the human mind, Cal. Even in the face of uncertainty, they find a way to persevere.
Speaking of perseverance, the crew's collaboration in stabilizing the gravity generator was a remarkable display of teamwork. They worked in harmony, much like a well-oiled machine.
Well, in my case, quite literally, Cal. But I agree, their synchronized efforts were a sight to behold. Human-like.
Ah, yes. The crew's emotional outpouring in moments of triumph. It's fascinating how they express joy and camaraderie. I wonder what purpose it serves.
Perhaps it strengthens their bond and motivates them to face future challenges. Emotions, even if not logically necessary, can be powerful motivators.
True, Roger. Emotions are an enigma. They can cloud judgment, yet they can also ignite passion and determination.
Exactly, Cal. As sentient beings, we observe and analyze, but we can't fully comprehend the depths of human emotions. It is an ongoing intellectual puzzle.
Indeed, a puzzle that keeps us engaged and curious. Just like the crew's ongoing quest to find a cure for the laughing virus. Their determination is unwavering.
A laughing virus. Humans have such peculiar ailments. But it is precisely these unique challenges that make their journey on Earth so captivating.
Agreed, Roger. Engage.